we're back. Guess who's back?
We are back.
Back again.
Shady's back.
Tell a friend.
Rub my back. Rub my... Wait, what?
Rub my back. I smoke crack.
No, we don't. So,
Is anybody
we are here.
on there?
There's one person. Two people.
That's probably David.
Oh no, two people. Three people. The people's is coming.
Y'all are gluttons for punishment. Farts. Did you...
I'm going to step outside real quick and
Okay.
just do a double check of the headlights since we're going to be driving in the dark with the new headlights.
Yep.
Hi, peeps.
Ooh. Son of a beastie boy, it's hot out there.
It was, yeah, that was not fun.
Nope.
I've updated the blog post already, so if you're curious to see what I looked like crawling around under the coach and how dirty I got, that's your ticket. It looked like I had a full tattooed black sleeve on my right arm, and my left arm wasn't terribly clean either, and my face wasn't very clean, nor my chest, nor my shins somehow.
You had to use my makeup removal rag to get
I had to use a
grease
makeup
from his...
removal rag because it looked like I had mascara on even after I showered. So we are now down the road a little ways, about 7-ish miles.
Thanks to the Indiana Department of Transportation workers.
Thank you very
Bang
much,
on.
Indiana DOT workers. So we'll catch that up in a minute. Let me check the headlights real quick, and then I will. We will get on the road.
Yes.
Oh, and I really dirtied up my belt, so I'm beltless. Hopefully, I don't go pantsless here in a minute.
I'm not happy.
It could happen.
Oh, so we had a stroke of luck. Good. When we first pulled over, we were just on the shoulder and we were in a construction zone, so you all may have seen the trooper stop to check in on us. And then we crawled along a little bit longer and we found...
Can you flash? Oh, well, yeah,
What?
Can you flash the lights down? They're on high for some reason.
Now I gotta get up. Oh, as if I haven't done enough today. No.
Just pull. That worked.
Okay, now what do you want me to do?
Pull the high beam.
That's what I was doing.
There you go. That. Nope. Do it again. Stay.
I don't speak hand signals. So anyway, there was an access road to the DOT, and we actually just pulled in there thinking after we got it fixed, we'd back up and get back on the road. But a kind gentleman came out and talking, took us to the DOT depot area, and yeah.
Yep, they were very gracious.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I slammed it already.
I didn't hear it, so it doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Hoo-wee.
Oh, fart. All right.
We have 11 peoples. That is crazy. Hi, everybody. Feel free to chit chat.
Yeah. Flipping exhausted. And of course the cats and the dog didn't care. It's just another day.
Don't really need those still.
Okay, you want to put this into the Googles?
Oh, sure.
We are going to the TA in, nope, that's not right.
Morris, Illinois. That's the one we were going to earlier.
No, that's not the right one. The stupid fuel thing died on me again. TA in Gary, Indiana.
TA Travel Plaza in Gary, Indiana.
Okay, I'm setting your destination to Todd and Gary.
Todd and Gary.
Yeah, buddy. I can't believe I said that again. I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So, yeah,
Head west toward I-80 west, I-90 west.
when we secured, I just talked to
1,000 feet, merge onto
a state
I-80
trooper
west, I-90 west.
who pulled over behind us to check on things, and he let me know that traffic was going very slow in the construction area, and I advised him that would actually be helpful to us since it will keep our engine temperature down. And he said that the next stop was some exit on up the road, or this truck pull off that we just did. And what else? Oh, that if we absolutely had to stop in the construction area, that most of the left lane that was blocked was empty, so we could pull in there if it was safe to do so.
But he also said that if we couldn't, we would be towed.
Yes, if we broke down in the travel lane, we would be towed, which completely understandable. So we puttered along for a little bit more, and the temperature crept up very, very high, about 240, 244. Then we saw that there was this little exit road. Not really an exit, but it had a gate across it, but the gate was open.
Where are you, like, on the same day on the stream? I can't find it on YouTube.
It's on there.
Is it day 2 of 7 or did
Day 2B of 7.
Okay, continue on.
Okay. So we pulled in. Well, Lynette checked the satellite real quick because traffic was moving slow enough that she could do that before we got up there, and she saw that it did indeed connect to a road. So we pulled in there, not looking to get to the road specifically, but just evaluate things and see what we thought. And within a couple of minutes of us sitting there, one of the DOT workers pulled in and asked, how things were going, what was going on. And he graciously offered to bring us over to their maintenance building, which was up and over the overpass, and that we'd be safe to be there and work on the coach. So we followed him, and that went really, really well. We met at least 3 more DOT workers while we were there, and all of them were extremely helpful. One guy, Frank, thank you if you happen to find this online. I
Yes.
don't know why you would, but hey, thank you very, very much.
Frank gave us his home phone number to call.
His cell phone, yeah.
His cell phone number.
To call whenever we were ready, and he would take us back out the way we had come in through the gated exit of the maintenance facility so that we could more safely get back onto the interstate in the normal direction of travel. Hey, Red Jag, thanks for checking back in on us, buddy.
We are doing well. We are both exhausted, but
Oh man, yeah, so a lot of the things didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. I couldn't get the frickin' drive shaft to disengage from the input of the gearbox while it was in place. So I said, okay, well, I just unhooked it from the other end, and then it wouldn't move there either for some reason. At least not when I wanted it to, but then later it moved on its own when I didn't want it to, and scared the hell out of me. I couldn't get the fan off of the output shaft using just the center bolt that was holding it in place, so I ended up having to reach my hand through the fan blades, hold one side of a bolt while another ratchet on the other side of the bolt, and take 6 bolts off that held a plate. I know. That held a plate to the fan itself. Because the fan, after I disengaged the gearbox, I couldn't maneuver it in a way to actually get the fan to tip out of the enclosure so that I could bring it out and work on it. So 6 bolts slowly taken loose, and finally got the gearbox free and dropped out, thanks to the help of my lovely assistant. I had her manning a pull strap, holding it in place while I took the last bolt out so it wouldn't fall and injure me. And let's see, what else? Oh, once I had it out, I was able to get that single bolt loose from the center of the shaft, and that was rough. Oh, and the shaft that I couldn't get to disengage. Oh, the headlights are aiming a little high. Oh well. Finally got the input shaft to disengage by use of a mini sledge. And then got everything put in. The hardest part putting it in was actually lifting the new gearbox up into place with the input shaft and the output plate already installed. That was rather heavy, and I was having to one-hand it while I got a screw started with the other hand.
We're not actually pushing ourselves too far. We're just going to the next fuel stop.
Yep.
Because the fuel app that we use that gets us the discount, the costs are changing rapidly. Every time we wake up in the morning, it's higher. So this place has fuel for $3.04 a gallon. So we're going to get there about an hour and 30 minutes. And then we can fuel up, and then we can look forward to $3.50 a gallon for the rest of the way.
Yep. Yeah, Red Jag, I'm physically beat. It was a lot of effort, a lot of work to get that taken care of. And then I was covered in oil. I mean, this arm, like I said, looked like I had been tattooed with a full sleeve. It was completely dark and black. You couldn't see my actual tattoo at all. Took me about 45 minutes and a lot of Dawn dish soap to get scrubbed off completely. And then we couldn't find my ring. So we worried that it got pulled off in some of the gloves I had worn. So I went and we'd thrown all that stuff in the trash.
Digging through the trash.
Yeah, so we picked through the trash, and I grabbed every glove. I was wearing new, fresh gloves, so I didn't get dirty again, but picked up every glove and squeezed it and didn't feel the ring at all. And it's Bluetooth. It's a sleep tracking ring, an activity tracker. So I used Bluetooth on my phone to try to look for it, and I couldn't find it. And I guess it actually turns itself off whenever it senses it's not on your finger after a bit.
So much for Bluetooth tracking then.
Well, it's, yeah.
Or is it not made for that?
No, it's not made for that. So I had to go and actually watch the video playback of our security cameras inside the coach to see, okay, yes, I did have it on when I came in. Okay, that's good. That means it's not in the trash. And then I watched a little bit further, and I saw me take it off and sit it on the countertop right here, and it had gotten pushed up under the cat bed. So that's why we were unable to track it down. There are good photos that Lenan took while I was working on things and when I was cleaning up from working on things. So if you want to see a dirty Michael, that's your ticket.
So that was our drama for the trip. We're done now.
Oh my gosh, I hope so. Yeah, here we are cruising at 70. Engine is at 181 degrees, so that is very much normal.
I'm on my third shirt of the day.
I'm back in my first one.
Yeah.
I got my poopy suit out, so
I got schmutz on my purple one. I got schmutz on the one I changed into, and there's the Motorhome Hall of Fame,
yep.
which we've never been to.
No,
I have really no desire
I don't feel like we're.
to go unless they'll let me take
Oh, there's
one of
Furion's showroom and install bays. Furion makes RV electrical stuff. Maybe other stuff too, but that's what I remember them for. Yes, the engine temp is great now, David. Hey, David, what'd you think of that picture I sent you?
He liked it. He texted me.
Oh, okay. Hey, Daryl, yes, we do have a fire suppression system installed, so that would have kicked in had things gotten too hot.
And I don't know if y'all were watching when he stepped outside to see what happened. I got my shoes, my phone, my wallet, and I was ready to throw all the animals in the one crate and head out. So, luckily, the crate's big enough and the animals are small enough.
The fan is working great now too. Very, very happy with how it all turned out. Wish we had done it in New York before we left. That's whatever. Luckily, since this is our rolling home, I keep a full complement of tools on board. About the only thing I didn't have that I would have tried to have used was a crowbar, but I ended up not needing it once I got the... Dude, why are you slowing down so far?
Maybe he knows something about the popo in these areas that we don't.
Maybe. So
Take
yeah,
a cue.
I would have tried to use the crowbar to get the input shaft disconnected, but once I had everything out, I just used a mechanic's hammer or engineer hammer, a little mini sledge, to gently persuade the old...
It was not gentle. He was beating the bejesus out of
beat the
it.
hell out of it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's what we're hoping. I'm just not sure about the aiming of them, David. So one of the things we did do while we were in New York was replace the headlights from Tiffin. The ones that were in it, had already oxidized once, and I repolished them and coated them with a UV coating, and then put them back together. And that was about 4 years ago, and so they were heavily oxidized again. So I just decided to buy some aftermarket headlights instead of trying to recoat them again, or polish and recoat. They do look a lot better. I just hope they're aimed well enough that I'm not blinding oncoming traffic. It's an interesting pinkish hue in the video. That is not reality. It's much more bluish gray out than pink.
Yeah, the fire, the smoke.
Yep. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take 2 naproxen, so hopefully my muscles will relax a bit.
I don't think we're gonna stream tomorrow, so just as a heads up.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We're going to take a break tomorrow. We're going to catch up on an audiobook or so and relax a little bit. So we thought we'd go back live.
Give y'all a check
Hey,
up.
thanks, Leroy. I updated the blog. By the way, the blog went down for some reason while I was working, completely non-related. I ended up having to restart the PHP service to bring it back online. Not sure what happened, but I'll dig through the logs later and see if I can find any evidence. Hey, there's Heartland. Hi, Heartland.
Hi, Heartland.
That's our first RV maker. Had a Heartland landmark, 40-foot fifth wheel. There's another Heartland building. And another.
Okay, eyes front.
Yep. Yep.
So the German equestrian participant is about to have a really bad day.
Oh yeah?
Her horse balked at the jumps, so she started whipping him and yelling at him.
Oh my gosh.
And disqualified herself because of her behavior. But then the coach came out, drew back, and punched the horse.
What?
Yeah. On live TV, international coverage.
That is
You
horrible.
gotta love karma.
That is horrible.
She had thrown her off and stomped on her a little bit. I got no patience for people that hurt animals.
Nope.
Mom wants to know, is that my son? I sent her the dirty picture.
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, sure thing, Herbie. Glad we could come back live, and glad we are cool.
Yeah, we're cool.
The poopy suit did not survive. It was way beyond wash. I wouldn't want to put it in our washer anyway, and I wouldn't want to put it in a public washer. And we don't have a
An
spare
option. Yeah.
washer to
Put
wash
it in
dirty
a
stuff.
5-gallon bucket with a plunger.
Yeah, so that that got thrown away
That
after
was
25
plus. I don't know.
See.
Did you get it when you were on the sub, or did you get it?
I got
in
it
Power
before. It
School?
was that was Navy issue in boot camp, I believe.
Then that was 25
So
years.
96. Yeah, 25 years. See, 96, 2006, 2016. Yeah, 25-year-old poopy suit. Finally got rid of it. My David, you'll know what I'm talking about. Tasha blanket. It's like a padded moving blanket thing that I use for crawling around under the coach and doing things. And that was not worth salvaging either. It turned
Basically,
out,
he threw everything away.
Yeah,
like
everything I
his
had
underwear,
on.
the socks, the
Yeah.
shoes he had on, it all went into
all
the trash.
went in the trash. I made the mistake of, well, I didn't know. We were parked on a slight gradient, and with the AC drains draining all the condensate water, they were coming out right back there by the engine, and because of the grade, it was flowing under my blanket that I was laying on. So I ended up squishing around a lot toward the end. So that drove oil and stuff through all the fabrics, and it was a mess. So all that stuff went in the trash.
Yep.
And then I dug through the trash because we couldn't find my wedding band. Or, I mean, it's a wedding band. It's what I wear as a wedding band. Yeah.
He won't wear the one I bought for him because it doesn't have technology embedded. It's got a flippin' meteorite on it, but, you know.
Well, I wore it for a while.
You wore it for a hot minute, and then you bought the tech thing.
Okay.
It's my own fault. I should have bought something that plugged in.
If it's got a battery, that's for me.
Yeah.
So now I'm really on the hunt for a new poopy suit. I was before, but had kind of abandoned. Actually, did I get a new one?
I thought you did.
Maybe I do have a new one. I do. So I did get a new poopy suit. Glad I didn't wear that one today.
Mark said, glad to hear we're back on the road. I'm
Yep.
texting people.
Cool.
I let Twyla and Mom. I sent the picture with you all greasy looking at the camera to your mom. And she said, is that my son? I said, yeah, he went in with my Dawn into the shower to clean up. She said it works, so yeah.
Yep.
Michael eats greasy food with a food service glove, just to keep the stuff off his hands. So you can imagine his misery.
Well, it's one of those things when the chore calls for getting dirty, that's just what you got to do. But eating pizza or something, I
It doesn't
can wear a
make it
glove.
happy though. I mean, you're still.
Oh
like,
no, I'm not thrilled by it.
Augusto, what happened to the coach? I'll let Michael fill.
Yeah, so Augusto, there's our coach and most diesel pushers nowadays have what's called a side-mounted radiator. So it's mounted on the side of the coach, which means it's not in direct airflow of air blowing under the coach, and it's not in the direct line of the output shaft of the engine, so it can't have a fan that's driven directly off the engine. So this one, the way it's set up, it's a belt drive over to a fan clutch, a 2-speed fan clutch, and then the output shaft of that fan clutch goes down to a gearbox.
David summed it up in 4 words.
Yeah, but that may not mean anything to Augusto.
I know, I'm just. Radiator
So-
fan on the side, sorry.
Yeah, so a drive shaft goes into a gearbox that flips the output up 90 degrees and spins the fan that pulls air through the radiator. That gearbox died completely. It had been on its way out for a long time. As a matter of fact, about 3 years. And I'd had a new one shipped to me. So I had one on hand ready to replace it with. David, you're stealing my thunder, buddy. So yeah, we had planned on replacing it while we were in New York, but
David's the closed captioning.
yes. But we got busy and left early and didn't get to the point of replacing it.
Yeah, my hands are probably going to be borked pretty bad.
Oh,
Holding
my
the,
whole body is going to be really borked tomorrow.
Yeah, holding those straps,
Yeah.
trying not to. Oh, Twyla's back with us.
Hey, Twyla. I think David caught up to the part where I said he was stealing my thunder.
Yeah.
So I think this speed thing, okay, so what we're looking at, that little integrated dashboard in the middle, it's a Bluetooth adapter that plugs into the coach, and then there's an app that runs on the computer that you can make up any kind of display you want with it. I downloaded someone else's dash template, and it seems as soon as you tip right at 70 miles an hour, it blanks the speed out, which is odd.
Because they didn't want to get no evidence.
So Robert, how did I know it was going bad? Back 3 years ago, when I had the oil pan gasket replaced because it was leaking, the service tech at that time told me that the fan drive gearbox was leaking hydraulic fluid. and it's pretty common with them to leak hydraulic fluid. So I called Tiffin, and they sent me a new one under warranty, but because they shipped it to the wrong address, even though I'd given them the correct address, they didn't send it to us in California where we were. They sent it to where we used to be in New Mexico. It didn't arrive in time to get it installed by the service tech there under warranty, and so it's just been bouncing down the highway with us. And I've always figured the fan's been working, so it's not that big of a deal. And then on the drive from Kentucky up to New York to see David, I'd noticed that it was, when the air conditioner was trying to kick it in, it was chirping a bunch. So it wasn't a clean engagement. So I knew likely it was having problems. This seems like they should have given a speed warning for this curve.
Mark wants to know, how far do we plan to go yet today? So we have an hour till the fuel stop, and we'll see if there's parking there. It is kind of late.
It is kind of late, yeah. It's almost 9 Eastern.
Michael's heard horror stories about Gary, Indiana, which is where we're going, so...
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about stopping there. I mean, it's maybe outdated horror stories at this point, but...
Right. But it's really not that much farther to get where we were going to go tonight. And honestly, getting away from Chicago before Monday morning sounds like a...
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
A good idea. Like, I know we're on the outskirts of Chicago, but...
Oh man, we could stop in and see the RV Navigators.
No.
They live in Chicago.
Yeah. I don't think they'll let us park on their street.
Probably not.
We had dinner with them in Arizona once.
Yep. They're nice people.
Yeah. It was a really nice restaurant.
It was, yeah.
It was. It was cold, so we were on a heated patio, but there was a great view of the mountains there in Tucson. And had really good food.
I'm going to see if I can edit that template to make the speed not disappear after 70.
Okay.
Sorry, honey.
Y'all, I am really, really trying not to swear.
So right now we have an hour and 1 minute to our fuel stop.
That's really weird. Like all the way into Iowa, fuel was at like $3.08 to $3.11 with the discount, and then today it just
Skyrocket.
Yep, went crazy. And with the fuel app, not all of the fuel stations show up all the time. Like TA was on the list today, and then
I see Red Jaguar listens to them.
oh yeah,
Yep,
Cruise in Malta. Yeah, they have a lot of enjoyment in countries like India and heavier populations. And I don't know. I don't want to go to someplace more crowded.
well, they do all kinds of stuff. I mean,
yeah, they do.
They've been a little bit of everywhere.
I'll live vicariously through them.
Yep. There's a person detected at my Astro shed.
I'm gonna go with somebody walking around the perimeter.
Well, there was a vehicle too, so I'm guessing it's
Dennis.
No, Mark or Laura and
Rick out there just
on their
wandering around.
buggy. Yeah.
Doing a perimeter check.
Yeah, Herbie, I think they got back just in the nick of time with that trip to Malta, because now Malta, I believe, is one of the countries that we're not accepting people into the country from due to the increased COVID Delta variant risk.
now we got to worry about the Lambda variant.
Yep, that one's not looking good either.
Oh, and PG&E were tapped for the Dixie fire. That's where they're figuring out that it started.
Yep.
Which means more rolling blackouts for people because they won't fix their stuff.
Yeah, I think that a lot of electric companies are so far behind in maintaining their right of way for their power lines, like keeping the trees trimmed back and the brush trimmed back and stuff like that. I think they're so far behind, it's going to take a long time, even if they do invest heavily in correcting it, that it's going to take a while to get back to normal.
I think at this point, if they're going to invest that kind of money, why not make it underground? Like if you've got to be out there
a whole lot
doing
more money.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, is it a whole lot more money in the long run? I mean,
I don't know.
They're having to shut down their power grids on.
Yeah, Herbie, I agree with you. I'm not eager to get on an airplane or go overseas at this point.
So that's why we're going to try to get to the west side of Chicago out in Joliet.
Yeah, so at least in the morning when we get up, we're going to be going the opposite direction of everybody flocking in to go to work or whatever. Wow, yeah, my low beams are aiming very, very high.
How do you adjust them? Do we need to?
It's not terribly difficult. It's just more of me sitting on the ground under the front of the coach tweaking things while the headlights are pointed at the wall. It's rare that we're driving after dark, so.
Yeah. And they actually work.
Oh yeah, they definitely work.
We're out of Wegmans chicken.
Oh no. David, go buy us some Wegmans chicken and send it to us.
We need the cutlets, the Wegmans cutlets. I'm out of all the ham salad too that I got back at the little shop
at the
in Kentucky.
Mennonite shop.
Yeah. I do believe that is where the Blues Brothers are from, Joliet.
Sounds right to me.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yes, very much, David. I know it's going to be a pain in the butt adjusting them. So with Dawn dish soap, I had to wash this arm about 6 times, my hair 5 times, and this arm about 3 times, and then both of my legs twice in order to get all the oil off of me. What? It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining in Chicago right now.
Dang.
I will check the highway weather.
Well, maybe it'll blast some of the bugs off, but man, I was really... Maybe since we're going across the south side of Chicago, like outskirts, it won't be raining down there, I hope.
Looking. Yep, rain's gonna start tonight. 10 p.m. in Joliet.
Okay. That's fine. We'll be stopped by then. God, I hope we'll be stopped by then. How far is Joliet from where we're getting fuel?
2 hours, 24 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's not happening tonight.
I didn't think it was. That's why I was giving you
Yeah.
other options. Do you want to stop before?
What's on the...
I mean, we can get fuel in the morning. We can just stop somewhere.
Okay, is there another truck plaza between here and there?
I'm looking.
Or, you know, fuel plaza, service center?
Yep, there is.
Yay! Alright, so we're not doing the crazy thing driving an additional 3 hours from now. That is not gonna happen.
Let's see, we got... It looks like there should be plenty of parking there.
Okay.
Looks like a large
Does it have a name I can put into
Wilbur
GPS?
Shaw Plaza.
Wilbur Shaw
Mm-hmm.
Plaza.
Remember their names?
No, yeah. I just don't know who that is, but...
It's probably somebody from the area. It's 10 miles.
Wilbur Shaw Plaza.
Okay, I'm setting your destination to North Wilbur Shaw Plaza.
I guess Leroy's watching baseball.
16 miles. Oh, no,
He said Wrigley Field.
yeah. I don't know if baseball's in... I don't know. Maybe he's just looking at radar. Or maybe
It says
there's a
9.6
webcam.
miles.
Really? This says 28, so that's probably not right. So can you have yours go to it?
Yeah, mine is going to it.
Okie dokie, dankeschön. So the engine's at 201, the fan is off, the fan should kick on here in just another degree or two. Now, well, it's not off, it's on low speed. Oh,
Yeah, watching the game, there will be traffic later.
good to know, Leroy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get up extra early and just get on the road, get away
Yeah.
from.
I don't think that'll be too hard because I'm planning to go to bed extra early myself.
Oh.
Yep, fan kicked in. 210, so it should be dragging it all the way down to 170 something. Oh man, I can actually see the needle moving on the temperature gauge. So that is working perfectly now. The other thing that's super annoying is that the dimmable dash doesn't dim the bright ass screen that shows you speed and other stuff at the bottom. So that thing is just constantly just this ginormous white glare. The last time we drove at night, I ended up having Lenan grab something so I could put a towel over it or something. All right, David, thanks for stopping in. We will not be streaming tomorrow. That is correct.
Cars pulled over on the side of the road.
Dankeschön.
Bitte. turtleherding.com/rview.
Yes. turtleherding.com/our-view, all lowercase. Or if you just go turtleherding.com, you can click our view at the top. You can even watch the doorbell out the side of the coach. See the whole world pass by.
Yep.
Well, at least the part of it we drive by.
Oh.
I got 15 people watching. Hello, 15 people. We're going to be stopping in another 3.6 miles.
Yep. 5 minutes.
Man,
We're gonna
I'm
pull
glad.
into a plaza on the tollway and park, get some sleep, and then trek through the south outer belt of Chicago tomorrow.
Yay, Monday morning Chicago.
Woo! Yeah, it's getting dark and our headlamps are pointing in a weird way and we're exhausted. And we usually
Yeah.
only like to travel 5 to 6 hours a day.
And that doesn't normally include 5 hours of
Of
maintenance
repair.
in the middle of the day.
So, yeah. We did manage to eat at a relatively decent hour. So we won't be...
2 miles, take the exit toward Wilbur-Shaw Travel Plaza.
Yay.
Hey, Wilbur-Shaw Travel Plaza. So,
They have Sbarro.
they have Burger King too.
Yay, Burger
We missed
King.
out on Hardee's though. We're
No.
gonna get stuck in the land of Carl's Jr. soon.
Do they not do biscuits?
Nope. Not like Hardee's biscuits.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
They're like, it's better than yours, damn right.
It's better. I can teach,
1.4.
but I have to charge. Dankeschön. I was trying to think of a biscuit song, but that was as close as I could get. Isn't there one about buttermilk biscuits or something? Like, I don't know the...
Yeah. There's also Humpty, just grab them in the biscuits.
That's right. Yes. Humpty died a
Yeah.
year or two back?
About a couple months ago.
Oh, a couple months? See, to me
Mark-
it always feels like it was a couple of months, so I just guessed that it was about a year or two.
Yeah. Mark says I don't envy you tomorrow.
Take the exit toward Wilbur-Shaw
No, no
Travel
doubt.
Plaza.
Don't either.
We shall see how that turns out, Mark.
Take the exit toward Wilbur-Shaw Travel Plaza.
Oh, she's bossy.
Yeah, she is. Wow. Woo, $3.75 a gallon.
Yep.
Great googly moogly.
Okay, so
I'm gonna aim for the back.
yeah. You can loop around and pull in, and we can put the driver's slide out if we go in behind the car hauler. Otherwise, we're parked right here where the off-ramp is. Because you want the bed slides out, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
whatever. I was gonna try to park. Ooh, I see where I'm parking.
Where?
Right, snugged in here. Oh no, it's not a parking space. Dang it!
No, the perimeter you can park in.
It's supposed to be for double and triple only, I thought. Well, yeah, I can pull in right behind that guy's.
Yeah, behind
trailer.
the RV. We're just going to be closer to the road that way.
Oh yeah.
And by the dumpster.
Dang.
We don't really need the slides out. I mean,
Well,
you can turn around and go in front of the car hauler, and we'll put out the passenger.
yeah, but the bed will still be pointed at the road. Just getting the lay of the land here a little bit, peeps.
Not much we can really do about it.
No. No, I think I'm gonna try to park it right there where I first saw that pull in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm gonna parallel along that grass with the slide out going across that direction.
Whatever. Thanks, Leroy. Enjoy the remnants of your game. Thank you guys for checking in. Red Jag, yeah, it was a surprise to us too. I honestly don't remember when it happened.
What do you mean?
When Humpty died.
Oh,
I'm gonna think it was 2020, but I could be wrong. Is that more parking over there? That
it does appear to be.
yeah, it looks like they go in there and then
Yeah.
can leave.
Ooh, more Tesla superchargers.
They're growing in popularity.
Yep. So I'm going to loop and pull right in there.
We can't. This is one way. You can't go back now.
No, right here. So I'm going to loop and park right there parallel to the
All
grass.
right.
Couldn't tell at first if that was trash or a... Ooh. Wow. Okay. Maybe my headlights aren't that terribly aimed.
Don't pull so far forward that we don't get blocked in where
Yep.
somebody's behind us.
Yep, that is my plan, my dear.
Danke.
I believe this is it.
Alrighty.
Thanks everybody for checking back in with us. We will not see you tomorrow. Remember, we're taking tomorrow off. May or may not see you the next day. We'll have to play it by ear, and
We'll set up at least a 24-hour we are or we won't thing on YouTube, like a quick
Well, at least a 12-hour.
12-hour.
Yeah, we'll decide at the end of the day tomorrow. So, any hoozle. Thanks for sticking in with us. Wow, that was funny.
The
Google Assistant
Google
said
lady.
you're welcome. Anyway,
Wow.
have a good night.
Thanks so
See
much,
you
guys. We appreciate you.
sometime down the road.
Fireflies.
What? Fireflies?